Happy holidays. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving, had a lot to eat, and hope you're all doing well and staying healthy. I know if you're Cellercising, chances are you are. And if you do get sick, well, if you read the customer reviews, those people that continue to Cellercise have been able to recover quickly, generally, and enjoy just overall better health. And I'm hoping and praying that as we continue to Cellercise, we're going to notice that our cells are stronger, our immune system is stronger, and again, we're able to ward off a lot of the different challenges that so many people are facing today. But we're in the holiday season. We're going to have this program this week. I'm going to wait until after January, after January 1st, the following week, to do our next program. And that's because so many people are involved with Christmas programs, children's programs, school finals, etc., shopping, all the things that we do during the holiday season. But we're going to be open, so if you have any questions specific that you'd like to address, feel free to call me. We're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 Mountain Standard Time. So get your Cellercisers out. What we're going to be doing today is going through a new routine that I put on our Mr. Rebounder app. It's going to show you some of the different movements that are forthcoming. They're got most all the bugs out. They're doing some new icons or little thumbnails for some of the different movements, but everything seems to be working fine. We have to do some tweaking on the positions of some of the people, but as you'll see tonight, those are minor issues. So get the Cellerciser ready. I want you to have a great sleep tonight, and then feel free to give us a call during the course of the week and let us know if it made a difference. There's two types of stress. There's mental stress and physical stress that we're often dealing with. We've gone through some of the mental stress reduction programs where we're communicating with our body in different areas of our body as we work through the stress, through the body. Tonight's going to be a little different. Tonight we're going to do exercise movements that are designed to improve circulation, improve the lymphatics, help get rid of the stress and tension in the body, oxygenate the body, and then relax the body so we can have a more restful evening. And as we're going through the holidays and dealing with the stress, it's important, and so this will be one routine. We can create many of them. We've got over 40 additional movements that we're putting into the Mr. Rebounder app that you can actually create, again, some of your own routines. We've got some great support from some great people. I'm going to read some of the customer reviews. We'll answer some of your questions. I'd like you to feel free to write in tonight on additional questions that you may have so that we can address those as well. So this one's from Dr. D. And I want to thank all the doctors and health practitioners that are coming on board, and for those who are supporting us and for those who are counseling with us and sharing and giving us an opportunity to share what experiences and knowledge that we have to help you be more effective in your practices as well. So thank you very, very, very much. All right, Dr. D writes, I am overjoyed to anticipate the delivery of my bifold Cellerciser. Mr. Jerry was so kind to take my order and explain how to assemble the balance bar. He also explained that Dave Hall has a YouTube discussion every other Monday. I plan to watch and let my clients know about the use of the benefits of Cellercise. As a retired homeopathic practitioner for over 40 years in Texas, I still hear from clients, and now as an educator, discuss healing and support options to remain healthy. One area of concern we all experience is stress during these difficult times. Exercise is the key to giving you the edge to get through your day. This includes increasing your immune system and lowering your stress levels. How appropriate for tonight. I encourage my clients to reestablish their power and take charge of their personal health options. Research and study, and make the best choices to enjoy optimal physical and mental health. I'm so happy to be part of the Cellercise family. Stay well and happy, Dr. D. And thank you, Dr. D, for sharing that. All right. Many of you are familiar with Dr. Lene Linder. She even has an exercise program on our Mr. Rebounder app that many people enjoy following. I do myself. Well, she's written us another letter, and she's really been active and involved with helping her patients enjoy the benefits of Cellercise. She's also got a new routine that she has sent in, and we're going to be adding that routine to the Mr. Rebounder app for those of you who appreciate her work as well. But she says, "Hello, Dave. I hope this email finds you well. It has definitely been a challenging year for everyone and such a great time to rebound and work out from home." Of course, we say we play in at home. "I wanted to let you know that I've had so much fun experimenting with different workouts on the Cellerciser. Since I last sent you my HIIT workout, which you so kindly added to your app," it's on there. What an honor, by the way. We're one big family, and I'm honored to have you. "I've been creating some focused workout for my patients, mostly women, to address the women's body and common troubles spots. My newest HIIT video on YouTube includes a simple format. Warm-up, 3-minute warm-up, 1-minute health bounce, 1-minute hip rock, 1-minute gentle twist." And then she goes through a list of some of her different movements, which we will include on our Mr. Rebounder app shortly. So a total of 10 minutes, not including the warm-up and cool-down. Cool-down 2 minutes, any combination of the warm-up or rest moves. Another update. Of course, we know that the Cellerciser will address every muscle group in the body, and that is one of the many reasons I love it. And as always, I direct folks to your DVD and your excellent moves to address targeted toning on the Cellerciser. In addition, in my experimentation, I found that focusing on intrinsic muscle groups with very small movements and adding the gentle bounce has amplified the desired toning effects exactly where my patients and I want it. I have taken some moves common to bar, Lotte Berg, Calisthenics, Pilates, etc. Each movement adds stress to the targeted intrinsic muscle group using a very small pulse. This pulse or small movement is then magnified even further using a gentle bounce on the Cellerciser. And I might add, that's extremely effective, and when you incorporate the entire body collectively as a whole, even more, you're targeting certain areas of the body, you become stronger in a different position that is unlike what typical exercise can give you. I call this method Transform 24 because I was able to transform these trouble areas in 24 workouts. It was tempting to call the workouts Cellercise Her, H-E-R. I love it. That's great. But that's for you to steal, ha-ha. I love you guys. You're just so supportive and wonderful to work with. And quite frankly, I'm not sure there's anyone out there using the power of the Cellerciser to amplify micro movements to focus on the female physique. But I'm seeing great results in my weight loss patients, and on a personal note, my body has never been in better shape. I've included the HIIT video and the whole body workout Transform 24 for your reference. While I certainly do not have the extended knowledge, experience, and coordination that you have with rebounding, I wanted to create something for my patients who want amazing toning effects in their trouble areas, all while working from home. The Cellerciser has met the challenge well. In your limited time, if you wish to review these videos, I wanted to share the links with you, given Cellercise is my muse. Here's a playlist. She's given us a playlist, and what I'll do is I'm going to add her letter on our website. So you'll be able to look up under our professional section or area of professionals. Look for this letter. We'll get this incorporated within the next day or two, and you'll be able to see the links and be able to go to those links so you can see what she's doing, how she's doing it, and share your comments. But she says there are a couple other videos, how to boost the immune system or my best fitness tip at 45, where the Cellerciser is the solution to common concerns. At the end of the day, I cannot see myself addressing either my patients' health concerns, weight management, or my YouTube followers' lifestyle needs without the Cellerciser. I love mentioning and directing people to your website all the time. What a pleasure to be able to creatively challenge others to improve their health with just one piece of equipment. Thank you so much for everything you do to inspire health professionals. Wow. Dr. Lane, thank you. I just, I don't think words can express, the kind of support we're having. When I started in this industry, nobody was involved, really. It had died out. And by going door to door, I had a telemarketing company at one point setting up appointments for me where I would go in and, like the old door knocking salesperson, I would basically go in there and I would work with the family and I'd show them and teach them about the Cellerciser. That's how I learned a lot of what I know now and in working with those people. And then I took it out on the road and for 15 years worked to reignite the industry, but to bring to awareness what this Cellerciser does. And I've said it before and you've heard me say it. Many people have claimed it to be the closest thing to the fountain of youth yet devised by man. And, I agree with that. I wish everybody, as they get older, can recognize they can still maintain and enjoy a great quality of life. And we have many customers in their 90s, and they're still enjoying life, and they're still very active, and they started Cellercising when they were in their 70s. So it's not too late to begin Cellercising and see remarkable changes in your abilities again as your body starts to perform more efficiently. All right. She says, I have been using the Cellerciser consistently 3 to 4 times per week for only 3 weeks now, but I have to tell you, I am over the moon about how I'm feeling and what I am seeing. My whole body is changing. I'm feeling muscles in my arms that haven't been there in years. I've also had a lot of saggy skin that was from earlier weight loss on my face and arms. That has greatly improved already. And the way my brain feels right now at 56 is amazing. I feel so much better mentally and feel much more alert and alive. You may remember my phone call a few weeks back about plantar fasciitis. I called because I had so many issues with that during the last 20 years, and it started to bother me again when I first started using the Cellerciser, which made me panic. I called and talked with you, Dave, and you read me a few reviews on how bouncing has helped people with this problem, but I was still a bit skeptical. To put it nicely. However, I love the way bouncing made me feel, and so I kept Cellercising. Sometimes with my shoes on, but mostly with bare feet at this point. And guess what? Plantar fasciitis is completely gone, no signs of it, and my feet feel better. And thank you very much for sharing this. Oh, wait. Oh, it goes on. No signs of it, and my feet feel better than they have since I was in my 20s. My sister, Marie, started this Cellercising revolution in my family a few months back, and out of a family of 7, 5 of us have a Cellerciser and love it. We are working on the last 2 brothers and telling them it is so worth the investment. My brother Daniel came and bought one at your factory on his 70th birthday and is one of your biggest proponents. He came here to get a picture with you, Dave, but you weren't in the office that day. Couldn't be happier, and we'll definitely continue to tell everyone about the amazing product. Every home should have one. It is rolling back the clock for me. Thank you, Ruth. And thank you, Ruth, for sharing that. We've got others, but I want to address questions. So if you have some questions, please write them in. Christine is, I'm sure, on the other line. She watches this. My daughter, Brooklyn, who is right now finishing she's my 19-year-old daughter. I'm going to brag about her for a moment. She's already got her LPN. Now she's finishing up her RN. And so she'll be a bona fide nurse, and I think she's going to go beyond. So she's learning a lot about the body, its functions, and I've really enjoyed working with her and the support she's given to me as well. So thank you, Brooklyn. Okay. There's a question. I've only got one question, I think, which is fine.
I have a couple.
Do you? Okay. Let me read this one. It says, thank you for the update. I bought the Cellerciser and app for building bones and toning, and I heard the isometric exercises are the best for that. Can you please tell me if there are other exercise routines on the app that you could suggest? I've tried the different levels and I'm fine with all of them. Also, do you suggest several shorter, more intense exercises throughout the day or fewer, longer exercises for toning and building bones? I don't know if there's a target heart rate for toning or if that's mainly for losing weight. There's a lot of questions to answer within that. Heart rate is one way to stress the heart, is to get it beating faster. Another way is to put weight on it like you would a muscle. Cellercise creates G-force. This is weight bearing on the heart, strengthening the heart, but making it easier for the heart to work as well. But yes, you can increase intensity, work on depleting oxygen, increase mitochondria within the body as well. Short periods of time are great for increasing metabolism. It has its benefits. Longer period of time also has its benefits. The more fuel you're burning up as you increase intensity, your metabolism goes up, you deplete the oxygen. Then as you continue to do repetitions, the body needs more fuel, so it goes after the white adipose tissue or the stored fuel, and that's all beneficial too. My routine that's kept me in shape is basically a pretty intense 10-minute routine. It started off, it wasn't as intense, but as I got better and stronger, and I was able to increase the intensity, and now I compete against myself, and which is nice. So we make it fun, and the Cellerciser app, Rebounder App, is designed to help do that as well. There are routines on the Rebounder App that will address the arms. They'll address the back of the arms, the front of the arms, the chest, the shoulders, mostly upper body. We've already got the lower body, the Jamba run, the kickouts, and that works the core. So it's all there, but we are addressing a little more movements for the arms, and we'll do that in an upcoming program. I'm guessing after the beginning of the year, we'll probably do a little bit of aerobic weight loss. Again, we've done several already. They're very effective and they work. And I think people want to enjoy the holidays, so that should be good. And then right after that, we'll do a muscle building one that should work too. So, Brooklyn, question.
How do you work out the joints in the hands that are tired or sore?
Thank you. Those are the questions I've forgotten. Okay, so how do you work out the joint in the hands? Or Yeah, we addressed a little bit of this recently. You get on this Cellerciser, and we want to prime the body. So it takes a few minutes to prime the body. We're pumping circulation. We're activating the lymphatic system. Millions of one-way valves in the lymphatic system start sucking. So it's pulling circulation between vacuuming out the internal environment of the body, basically is what it's doing. And then once we've primed the body, then we start to do movements. So with the body being primed and we're literally pulling circulation through all the tissue spaces and the bones and joints, then we start to move our fingers and our joints around. We can shake the hands down here, help and move the fingers. And then we can put them up here and move the fingers. Where the whole purpose is to open up the circulation in the joints. And not to oversimplify things, but when we have joint problems, often it is a circulation issue. If you get a little white blood cell and it works its way in between the joints and it starts to eat up metabolic garbage and waste and grows, and it can't get out, and so it explodes in there, and you get all these other little white blood cells. They get in between the joints and they start to eat up metabolic garbage and waste, and they explode, and you get all this inflammation, and it compounds itself, and it doesn't feel good. So we want to increase circulation. We want to open up those areas. One of the advantages of the Cellerciser is that you're weightless, you're open, and then you come down. You open, come down. So you help to force and move that circulation through the bones and the joints. And very often as people do this, they notice that those conditions start to fade away. I've got a saxophone player who's a professional saxophone player. His name's Ivo. And Ivo actually called me from Europe when he was on tour. He was playing, and he's been playing for many, many years. And he was telling me that in doing these exercises that when he was playing the saxophone, he was just absolutely amazed. He was playing like he did when he was younger. And everything was much more responsive. Again, our objective, what can we do to help the body perform more effectively, more efficiently?
Could you go over some facial exercises?
Yeah, facial exercises. We could. Okay. The skin is held in place by collagen. Collagen is a protein fiber. When you make a face with the muscles of the face and then you bounce, it basically helps to strengthen the skin around the structure of the muscles. And that can be done by just kind of holding the face in a certain smiling position and then bouncing. And when you hold the muscles firm and then you bounce, the skin and the collagen starts to strengthen around the actual muscles themselves.
When will the new routines be available on the app?
Yeah, that's a great question. When will the new routines be available on the app? I think I'm safe in saying now that they should be available this week. We expected them to be available before now, but because of the holidays and because of all the technicians and some of the other obligations they were working on, as well as some little hiccups in it, it just took a little bit longer. Everything on the app is basically working right now, so I expect to have it done before Christmas. So that should be everybody who's hung in there with us, or kind of a Christmas present we can all enjoy. So hopefully this week, if not, it's when the technicians finish the finishing touches on it, so that we can feel good about moving forward with it. And thank you again for all of those who believe in it, because it is a fun app. And whenever I do my Cellercise now, I follow the app. I'll watch a show, and I've talked about it. I'll watch a show on television. I'll just look at this, watch a show, just like our kids do. And the time goes by like that. You've given your body a complete workout. I really believe it keeps me healthier, and it's fun. It's just, that's what we want to do. We want to make it fun. Any other questions, Brooklyn?
On November 3rd, I fractured the transverse process of my L2 vertebrae due to a hard fall onto the edge of the desk. I've been using my Cellerciser for almost a year, 6 days a week. Now I can't use it because of my injuries. How long do you think it will be before I will be able to get back into it?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what restrictions the doctor may be putting or giving you, but if you're able to do fairly normal activities, then simple movements like this right here can help increase circulation, reduce inflammation, and help promote faster and better healing. And if you can't do this, then simply rocking side to side is a little more gentle. Again, consult with your doctor, because again, I don't know what your physical condition is or what restrictions you are, but this one here is all addressing the vertebral joints all the way down the back. This gentle movement right here is just working very well. We're going to, we won't do it in this, but we have movements on the app that actually address the lower back simply by doing simple movements like this. And as we're gently moving up and down, we're massaging, we're moving fluid, and then we're helping to move that fluid to those areas that we want to target. Anything else, Ricky? Okay, I hope you have your Cellercisers. A couple weeks ago, we went to do a program, and it didn't work. It actually was hiding from me. It was there all along. So hopefully everybody can hear. Can we get a thumbs up if everybody's able to hear the audio okay? If it's not, let us know what we can do to help improve it. Thank you. All right, so what I'm going to do, at the bottom, we've got a button that says My Workouts. So I'm going to go to My Workouts. And that I just called our internet provider up today so we could have a faster internet, but one of the advantages of living out in the country is it's peaceful and it's nice, but one of the disadvantages are how long it takes to load up. My concern is that when we start to do the movements, you won't be able to see it. So I'm going to position this so you can see it on this monitor as well as on. Of course, it was working just fine. There we go. Love technology when it works. Don't like it when it doesn't. Okay. So, I'll go over the routine real quick. We're going to do the health bouts for about a minute. The reason is I want us, we've all been under stress or distress during the course of the day. We want to prime the lymph system so that and massage all the tissue throughout the whole body. So a minute, is a good amount of time, but we're going to continue it with the hip rock. And just, even though I put hip rock intense, I picked the wrong one, I'll change that. But we want to do it gently. This is gently. We're slowing down for the day. We're going to relax the body, get rid of the stress and tension. And we'll do the twist for 30 seconds. And we're going to do some power breathing. Power breathing is to open up the bronchial tubes, lungs get to the other 1/3 of the lung that most people don't get enough oxygen to, especially during the course of the day when we're stressed. We want to open up the bronchial tubes, the lungs, and we want to increase the oxygen into the bloodstream. That's what this power breathing is all about. Now, at the very end of the power breathing, and I say this with a caveat, if you're prone to getting dizzy, be really careful with this one. Hold on to something, because what we're going to do is we're going to do a power breathing for about 6, 7, 8 seconds. And then we're going to hold our breath, but continue to pump with our arms for just a couple seconds. And that really helps to feed that oxygen to the bloodstream, which in turn can make people a little lightheaded when they're done. So be very careful with that. Then what we're going to do is we'll do the health baby bounce again for 30 seconds. Then we're going to do the power breathing again. We're going to do the same thing. But we'll probably stop about 5 seconds or 6 seconds and then hold our breath a little bit. You'll get a little bit more of that feel. And then we'll do the hip rock. Then we're going to do some new movements. We're going to work on the neck, where we get a lot of stress and tension. And most people don't really give enough attention to the neck. So we're going to work on the neck to open up the vertebral joints in the neck, reach flexibility, get rid of the stress and tension. We'll do a series of different movements, and you'll see those on the program. And we'll do a cranial massage, where we work on the pressure points in the back of the head, and you'll move your fingers around. You can feel little areas that are sensitive, and if you massage those areas, it helps to open up that area, get rid of stress and tension as well. And then we're going to work on the shoulders a little bit, so that we'll work on loosening up the stress and tension in this area of the body. We'll end up with some gentle movements at the very end. So the program's almost 11 minutes long. So again, it's designed to help us unwind and to feel better. Let's hope it's working on this. In fact, what I'm going to do, since it's already downloaded now, is I'm going to go back to the home, and just to let you know, we're waiting on one component part so that we can get the wireless monitors that interface with the app available to sell. So I'm going to go to settings. I'm going to connect the Bluetooth device. There's a little button on the Bluetooth device, and connect it. And then we're going to go back to my workouts. Stress. All right, it's working. So far, so good. So we'll go ahead and start, and I will turn on some music, even though it's... Okay. That's not really relaxing music, is it? I'm going to turn it down. We have a whole music library. And I just didn't think about picking a different song, so I don't want to take the time tonight, but just gently move up and down, relax the body as you're doing it. It's working. And breathe. Breathe in and out as you do it. You tip your fingertips straight down and you move them around a little bit. And you get rid of the stress and tension in the fingertips as well. Now this movement here, rocking side to side, if you lift the shoulders up some, you pump the lymph circulation through the body, but you're also helping to relieve the stress and tension. So relax the shoulders as you're just gently moving back. And breathe. So we're also loosening up the stress and tension that might be held within the internal organs of the body as well. That's what we're doing. We want to create balance both physically and chemically in the body. Okay. Okay, so we can hold it just a little bit longer, but you get the general idea. Just gently relax, shoulders, back, and buttocks. And breathe. Okay, and rock side to side. You're getting that oxygen into your bloodstream and into the body. Loosening up. Breathe. To move them down. Now, lift the heels up and down. That'll work the calf muscle and help get rid of the stress and tension, increase circulation. Okay, we're doing the head tilt. Sorry. Wow, we got to that quickly. So we're turning to the left, and then we're turning to the right. Sorry, I missed one of those. Straight down. You may feel tension in the back or a scapular area or the neck. Up, and when you look up, hold your mouth open. We don't need to overstretch the skin underneath the chin. And down again. take in, we're just going to tilt our head slightly, gently. Remember, you're adding more weight with the movement up and down, so you don't have to overstretch the neck. And then the other side. Do it again. I like the feeling of that neck. Okay, now we're going to roll the head. One of the things we still need to do in the app is to get the head roll to go the other direction. So I just changed direction here. And again, hold on to the bar here. Still dizzy at all. Okay, neck massage. Back of the neck near the atlas. You're just doing little finger circles. So you're moving fluid to the neck and you're helping to push that fluid between the vertebral joints while you're loosening up the muscles in that lower area. And pushing in and up. Okay. This is the cranial, so you're working now your fingers into the actual skull and massaging areas that might feel a little tender or a little stressed. And breathe. Okay, shoulders to the front, elbows to the front rather. Elbows out to the side. And then we're going to do elbows up. And this is to open up the shoulders, get rid of the stress and tension, and the upper back and shoulder area. And you can feel your delta at your shoulders. It's a massage. This is literally a massage at the cellular level. And it's weight bearing to strengthen, but it's also massaging. And then breathe. When you do this, you may feel where you have tension that you're holding in certain areas. So now we're going to cup underneath the elbow and then just kind of pull our shoulder underneath the chin. This helps release the stress and tension in the shoulders. And we're going to do the same thing the other side. We're going to do it again. And one more time. And then breathe. Okay. Now we should be a little looser. So we're pumping more fluid and circulation to that whole area of the body. When I do the actual routine, I put it on for us. For this one, I'll find some other music that's a little more calming. But you can always mute this and put on the ocean or some other sound if you'd like to. If you're able to just let your arms flop, that's fine. Or just getting more gentle. Breathe in through your nose now. Breathe out through the mouth. Think of yourself like a wet noodle. And we're just going to gently move up and down. Relax everything. You need to hold on to a bar. Hold on to the bar. Don't fall off. This is just real gentle. We just kind of slow it down a little bit. And if you want to work on any particular areas that you felt wanted a little more work on, feel free to do it. Again, if we were to do this regularly, I think you'd have a much better sleep. So, enjoy the holidays. Keep the stress levels down. And if you feel that this has been really helpful to you, then please write us and share your experience. It's the holiday season. We do have Cellercisers left. I was afraid we would never have them for the season, but we do. If you are already part of the Cellercise family, you can call in and say, hey, I'm part of the Cellercise family, and you can get your discount. They'll look you up and give you a discount on the unit. Otherwise, we do have a holiday special right now. So if you have anybody that you would like to make the Cellerciser available to, by all means, we're here to help support you any way that we can. Enjoy the holidays. Stay safe, stay happy, stay joyful, healthy, and play in instead of working out. And keep making the difference, because you are. Appreciate you. Again, happy holidays. We'll see you in the new year.